Afternoon, Bill. A 3-0 defeat down here to Long Eaton United. Give us your thoughts.
I thought it was, a typical sort of last game of season situation where you've got a team that's fighting tooth and nail to stay in the playoffs, and you've got a team that really only sort of fighting for potential of one extra position in the league. And that showed from the start. I think the first sort of 10-15 minutes, they came out of the traps, and that's why they got their goal to go 1-0 ahead from the throw-in. But then after that, for the best part of 35 minutes, we were the better team, and we should have scored, didn't. Controlled the play, played some really good football, looked sharp. But obviously, when you're missing, the likes of Mo and TJ, it's very difficult to replace that sort of quality, and that's what we didn't have. And ultimately, with fair play to Rion and Cole, who were up there, they worked the socks off, but they just couldn't break the lines and capitalise on some of the good play. So you're going at half time. Obviously, you're 1-0 down. Obviously, they're trying to protect their league to stay in the playoffs, and really it's just about our desire. And I think the second half, which we were a bit disappointed, we just didn't have that desire to go and win the game or go and get something from the game. Once they got the second, which was literally down to a bit of desire from them, winning the ball on the edge of our box, and then we didn't deal with it, and the kids slotted it away nicely, 2-0. And then after that, the game just was flat. Obviously, we've not, our season's sort of finished in terms of anything we can achieve. So, and they've got to kick on and try and finish as out the playoff positions as possible. So, yeah, 3-0. From our perspective, we could have done more on a different day, but we didn't. And the scoreline reflected kind of the performance overall, really.
Yeah, there was a tackle in front of you. Just before half time, the score at 1-0.
Yeah.
The referee decides to book him and coincidentally decided to take him off. I think that just says everything about what the tackle should have been, really.
It was a sending off. I mean, the referee, on reflection, he'll know that. The lad, he should have got sent off before or at least booked before with Javel. He stamped on Javel's calf. He's given the free kick. The referee's protected him there for whatever reason. And then the sending off, the actual booking that he got, he's 2-footed, our lad, and he should be a sending off, and ultimately they brought him off at half time specifically for that reason. so it says all it needs to. But that is what it is. Yeah, would it have changed the game? Yeah, maybe. Because sometimes 10 men can go for you if you've got that worlds against us attitude. But yeah, it would definitely send enough. But I mean, from our point of view, we've had a really strong finish to the season. Really proud of the players. We've had a challenging season in terms of personnel injuries and not having the depth in the squad. But yeah, really proud of the players overall. And despite the result today, they've been brilliant in recent weeks. And today's just been one of those days where we've done the job we needed to do, and we've got another top 10 finish, and that's it.
I want to say Gaffer finished 8th in the league, which is obviously a top 8 finish, which 3-4 weeks ago we just snapped your hand off having that from where we was. So apart from today, the last 5 performances have been really superb, and it's helped lift us up there, hasn't it?
Yeah, the players have been brilliant. I mean, the thing is, the players have been brilliant all season. It's not just the 5 weeks. I think in football, the one thing you need is that bit of consistency, confidence, and belief. And at different times, we've had the different traits. So, where we've had maybe the belief, we haven't had the consistency. And where we've had the consistency at times in terms of selection, we've not necessarily had the confidence or belief. So over the last 5 weeks, we've had that on the back of some the good results at Stockton and Sheffield, albeit we should have done better at Sheffield. You take the workshop one out of it, and that was, I think, the key. I think the Stockton result was the start of that belief and that consistency, and then the confidence come with the results. So yeah, you would have a month ago, but for me it's still a disappointing season in the sense of I felt with a bit more consistency in selection throughout the season, and that's not down to anything other than injuries and suspensions, which I always go on about, but it is what it is. And any team at this level that you don't have your top scorer for best part of 28, 26 games, then it's going to be difficult. Fair play to the lads that have come in. They've been brilliant for us and worked the socks off for us, and that's all I can ask for. So from my point of view, although it's been a difficult season in terms of juggling balls and spinning plates, it's been a positive one in terms of people's attitudes, and the lads are putting a shift in for us.
Yeah, I mean, a final message to the fans. I've come down here to say, we've got a coach full of supporters today. What do you want to say to them in terms of the season?
Listen, we've got an honest group of fans that they're always behind the lads and always support hard work. And I think from the season point of view, they've had that hard work from the players, and the fans have been right behind them. So I'd like to thank them for their support, thank them for doing the mileage, and hopefully they can have a good break get ready for next season to go again.
Nice and Vills, safe journey home. See you in pre-season.